All right, attention, high school seniors. The following things are absolutely true. Number one, Santa Claus is real. He just never liked you that much. Number two, the earth is round for everyone but you. We made you an island, hence no Santa, so we can rest peacefully at night. Number three, Star Wars did, in fact, take place in a galaxy far, far away, although it was not that long ago. Number four, chickens don't cross roads. That's a joke. That's the joke. Stop trying to make more out of it than there already is. Number five, do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants. Number six, while most of these things may not be completely accurate, this is definitely college success coaching, and I am definitely Eric Allen. Let's get started. All right, so thank you everybody for showing up again to a wonderful week of this loveliness. So it is the time of the year where the weather is sporadically freezing and then raining and then warm, unless you're in places like California or Florida where it's just either nice weather all the time or just muggy. The point is there's things changing. And if you look outside, looking here, so don't do that. What we're going to be talking about today is the fact that you all have successfully sent in your early applications. Wait, you didn't? Oh, but you're probably not a subscriber. You're probably watching this on YouTube. Let me just clarify this. We all have applied already to college. I mean, I did a long time ago, but we all did early decision and early application essays, and we made them all finished up and the application sealed and ready to go by the deadline from October 31st. So we can all rest easily. And for all of you who have not done that yet, then feel free to go on to www.collegesuccesscoaching.com and you can check out our website and why it is that we are awesome and we do great things, and you can be part of the we that is awesome. You can check out the resources that I have available, including some online help that you can get for that college application essay. I don't do that. That's not my thing. You definitely want somebody who's a better grammar Nazi than me to do that. Not grammar. I said grammar. That on the website. You can also see some great tools, utilities, resources, articles, and etc. that I have available for members only. It is a 2-week free trial, so just go, yes, I'm ready, when you get to that website, collegesuccesscoaching.com, and you can check out the questions and answers right now. You could jump on right now, and you could find, actually not right now, because you're probably watching this on YouTube and it's later, but next time. So it's great. You can see our regular schedule, and you can see when you want to fit in there and jump in and ask questions that we have answers to. I think like 1 or 2 of them have been right in the last 2 years. Now, they're expert advice opinion pieces that I give, and I haven't steered people wrong. So you can check out the statistics for yourself on the website. We do a good job. In the meantime, welcome, and let's talk about the mug of the week. The mug of the week is a blank mug with reflectors on it. No, that's not what it is. It's actually a Skyrim mug. This is the Coffee Mug Epic. It does 1 damage, weight 5, value 18, especially effective against sleepiness. Unfortunately, you see it is stolen. And so it is not especially effective against those Whiterun guards who see you take that and then they tell you to stop in the name of the law. And then if you say, I refuse, I'd rather die, they get you dead. It's terrible. Unless you have like a really high level character, and then this mug isn't even really in the game, so it doesn't matter. But imagine Whiterun guards by the droves just killing you over this epic mug. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to play some Skyrim. It's not like it hasn't been around in 50 million iterations for the last umpteen years on every system: PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. Even the Switch, it's been on everything. So pick up a copy. It's a really worthwhile game, and don't play it until you have your college application completed. All right, so with that all being said, let's get right to the article of the week. This week's article is on the 11 emotional stages of waiting to hear back from colleges. This is almost mean to do to you guys. You've done so well. You've gotten all of this stuff in. You've done all the right things to get your information out to colleges early. And now, much like the military, it's hurry up and wait. So 11 emotional stages of waiting to hear back from colleges. This is from Rebecca Jane Stokes, September 24th of 2014. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek from bustle.com, but it is a really interesting article. I thought it'd be fun. Honestly, I just thought it'd be a fun thing for us to go through, and there is some truth to it. So let's jump right in. So you've finished your college applications, huh, She? Congratulations. You are an efficiency monster who is altogether too wonderfully talented at everything you do. It's like she knew. You are probably the sort of person who always remembers to carry an umbrella and bring a fresh pair of socks with them wherever you go, just in case. I stand in awe of your insane ability to be awesome at life. I have to say, I never have to buy a Tide stick because you always have one. So thanks for that. I mean, there's so many assumptions getting thrown around here, but it's probably a lot true. The point is you're amazing, right? And so she recognizes this. And that's great for you. That's great for all of us, really. As a reward for being ridiculously on the ball, you will now get to go pass through the 11 tumultuous stages of emotional insanity that we call waiting to hear back from college. That's what they call it. But you're more astute than us plebes. Wow, there's already a misspelling in here. So we already can't trust anything that's being said, right? Right, grammar Nazi? Stop that. I said grammar. Yes. Okay, so agreed. We're going to ignore the rest of this now. Let's get into more of this. This trying time could be more accurately, it's so tough with these spelling errors, described as waiting for an institution to decide whether or not you have value as a person. The brutal part, you're paying for them to have that privilege. Boy, how did we even get to this point, as a society? Well, we did because it's a very scrupulous process that required more and more moats because the gatekeeping needed to increase as the intensity of the competition increased because of the intense levels of interest in improving people's lives and the highest levels of college applications submitted year over year every time. But I digress. Let's keep going. Let's talk about stage one, instant relief. So this is where we're all probably at because, it hasn't even really been a couple weeks. Application is in. Now, instead of waking up screaming in the middle of the night in that cold sweat, you can take a Tylenol PM and sleep until at least 6:45 a.m. That feels good. That's not good advice at all. Don't do drugs. Number 2, indulging the fantasy. In your mind, you're basically already in. They would be idiots not to take you. They should be so lucky as to have you. To that end, you'll spend your first post-application hours shopping for dorm room decorations and fantasizing about your first college boyfriend and what that will be like. Or girlfriend. This is so exclusive. I feel already alienated. That husband pillow you're eyeing, it will be the only solace when that loser with the top hat you thought was charmingly eccentric leaves you for the woman who's the omelet station in the cafeteria. I mean, omelets are pretty attractive, and somebody who can make good omelets is really, that's quite a catch. I think that she's really selling Top Hat Man short. I think he's doing the right thing. If he has a monocle, then he's, halfway to being the Monopoly man. So, I mean, what's there not to love about Monopoly Guy? I'm always the car. What does that mean about me as a person? Anyway, let's keep going. Number 3, doubt begins to creep in. But wait, what if you don't get in? What happens then? Should you start eyeballing cardboard boxes in case you have to move into one? Why is it suddenly hard to breathe? Why is everyone speaking in slow motion? Well, I'm not, how bad, did you watch that? What was that? Zootopia? Where the sloth was telling the joke and then they told the other sloth the joke and it took it was a solid 5 minutes and it was hilarious. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Zootopia. It's a pretty funny movie. Anyway, number 4, straight up denial. And it has a GIF because this person's savvy. So they're putting up GIFs. And this is back in 2014. Memes weren't so popular then for some people. So it is a GIF from Parks and Recreation that says, "Oh, I'm currently in deep denial." That's happening, which is always great. I love that show. There's no way they couldn't pick you. It could literally never happen. No, you aren't listening. It will not occur. I mean, I like that. I like this denial mentality. We could also call it optimism. So, whatever you want. Number 5, feeble attempts at distracting yourself. Another GIF, this one with a cat, half the reason the internet exists. I bet you can guess the other half, and I'm not going to say it on here because it's family friendly. All of a sudden, you have taken up knitting, even though you hate crafts. You're memorizing large chunks of medieval verse, teaching yourself mahjong, going to foam parties, helping old people, and a few very confused not old people cross the street. In short, you're doing everything possible not to have to think about when your fate will be determined. Yeah, busyness is good. Cats are good too. It's a really cute cat. Reminds me of the cat I had before. Number 6, pretending to be happy for your friends. Oh, good for you. You made it into the college you want. I had a client, and she was like the last person to find out about her college. And this was like, she had the worst case of fake smiling when somebody else would tell her they got into, the point where people would just not tell her. And then after she got into her school, like 20 people told her, I didn't want to say anything before, but I got into this college, and then they could be happy for each other. Helpful hint. If you're part of this program, instead of telling somebody how happy you are that you got into the school you were looking for sometime around December when you see their teeth grinding to a nothing, why don't you just send them to my website? You know, just saying. collegesuccesscoaching.com. Frantically coming up with other plans. That's number 7. Travel aboard. Become a chef. Apply to the police force. Secret agent. What about Space Force? Space Force. Assassin. None of these things require a college degree. Maybe I'll become a Sherpa. Google, take me away. And it's Jim Carrey typing, which is great because it's an awesome movie. Number 8, total inbox obsession. Another cat. Nicely done. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Still no acceptance email. Keep repeating this process. Keep repeating it. And when you are done, repeat it some more. I don't know about that. Maybe you just look at it once in a while. And notifications are a beautiful thing. They kind of don't require refreshing all the time. Number 9, convincing yourself that you are actually in love with your mail delivery person. They're just like your inbox. That's terrible. They're your soulmate. I don't like this one at all. You know, we're going to skip number 9. I don't like it. Number 10, getting emotionally burned out, which has an amazing gif from The Sims, which is just like really funny, actually. You don't even care anymore. Light a pizza on fire. Dance madly around your kitchen. Body paint strangers or your cat. That poor cat. Life has no meaning, and you've embraced the maddening absurdity of existence. Then number 11, it's here, and it's Stephen Colbert and Kermit the Frog waving their hands in a Muppet manner, a Muppet-like, Muppeteer, Muppetine, a Muppetine manner. I like that. You're in, and you're ecstatic, and please, the wait wasn't even a big deal. This stage is usually followed by a complete amnesia as to the entire waiting process. So there you go. Those are all of the steps that you're going to get to go through, the emotional stages of waiting to hear back from colleges, or you can just chill out and come on our website and talk every week. And maybe if you're stressing out and you kind of want to know better, or there's things that you wish you could do, we can give you some advice on that. You know, either one. Muppetine. I like that. This has been the article of the week. So for all of you Muppetine folks who don't want to say folks because you hate the word folks, because you know it's one of my pet peeves, yeah, that's really all there is to it. If you've already done this process, really what you need to do at this point is focus hard on getting a lot out of senior year. And I know that's really hard because at first you really don't know where you're going to college, but remember, you've already applied. It's already November. It will be around mid-December, end of December. You're going to start to hear back from your colleges. A lot of them send information back early. So people know by the end of November, beginning of December about their early acceptance, especially the early decision people. So ED1 is over, and they have to let you know if you're on the waiting list or if they say no, so that you can set yourself up for ED2. And that's when you would be able to commit yourself to a second college if your first one doesn't accept you. So that's really cool. And so these things happen really quickly. And I just want to give you that perspective just to broaden it out a little bit so you don't freak out as much. It is really important to remember that this all happens so quickly. Like it feels like forever. And if you go back and you look at one of my other articles, I talk about how that's great because you'll live forever because you're in education, and education apparently lets you live forever, even though there was really no evidence for that. And it turned out to be an article about community being good for you. See my Halloween article. It's almost like people agree, experts everywhere agree that community is important and social fabric being torn apart is a bad thing for everybody. But again, I digress, and I constantly do, and I'm never not going to on that point. It is really important. If there was something that I could really offer you besides sunscreen as advice, because I'm not going to go down the Buzz Luhrmann route, and if you don't know what that is, like I'm really upset for you, and you need to send that in the comments section, or you need to just let me know so that I can help you. I'll help you. I will put the sun song on. I will just do a video of me staring at you awkwardly with the sunscreen song playing. If you don't actually look at this and look it up and listen to it. Actually, I won't be able to do that, honestly, because I'll get nailed for copyright violation. Maybe I'll send him a message and ask Buzz if I can do a video of that. You know, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Anyway, the point is, it is really important to have community. And if you're not building community now, and by that I mean like your friends in school, your teachers, your mentors, and your family, if you're not strengthening those connections between now and August of next year, you are missing out on the most important factor in your health and well-being. Nothing will make you feel stronger, more confident, and more capable when you go out into the world of college than having that amazing support structure that you built for yourself already ready to go. This is like, honestly, if you want to know what the most successful people talk about, what really wealthy families talk about, it's your network, it's your social connections, it's the strength of your community. That's what they know. They know that that's what makes people strong. They know that's what makes them super successful. And they don't want to talk about that because it's an actual cure to a problem that they want, honestly, everybody but their families to have. I mean, what do you think? You think that being competitive means you're just going to give out all of the awesome information to everybody so that everybody has the same competitive edge? Then it's not a competitive edge. Can you imagine if everybody went to college with a really strong, good community of people that care about them, that they're accountable to, that have moral standards and social standards, and then they went out and they had to like call back home or like send grades back home or talk about it in a blog or something or write out in a message how amazing things are going because they did X, Y, and Z and they're a leader in this and this and this. Can you imagine what the dropout rate in college would be if everybody had that? Yeah, it'd be next to zero. Instead of today's statistic that Pew Research showed that was over 46% of you guys will not get a degree in 6 years. A 4-year degree will not be gotten in 6 years. I mean, that won't be any of you because nobody I've ever worked with has not graduated from college, but that's because you guys are a special breed of people. You're kind of amazing, you know, but that's why we're here, because it's not good enough to be amazing. It's only good enough if you are amazing to get even better all the time. So that would mean doing the things that I'm talking about, building your social network, getting that community stronger, because that's the thing that will support you the most, that it will help you live longer, which that article, if you look again at that one, talks about for real. It helps your health. Its mental stability increases. Accountability helps you to not make stupid decisions. Believe it or not, you don't want to make stupid decisions. I know that it might seem like you want to make stupid decisions. You don't. Like, you do, but you don't want the consequences of your stupid decisions. Yeah, I said that right. So don't do that. It's really important to have somebody that you're accountable to. It's important to have something to lose, including the respect of people that you care about. You want people to respect you. So the more people that you know and that you're close to, the more risk there is in those people not respecting you if you do something stupid. There could be a bad consequence. So that eliminates a ton of risk factors that actually are the cause for a lot of people dropping out. Then there's the little things like health and well-being, which again, if you get sick and then you take a semester off because you had mono or you got this really bad walking pneumonia, that could be the end of your college career. You might not go back, or at least it'd be very difficult for you to go back. So here's all these things that you can do to help benefit yourself now. Like, this is all the work you could be doing now. And why do I bring this up right after you got done doing your college application? Unless you're not one of those people who did that, in which case, get on it. Look at some of my earlier articles. We can talk about how you can get that done better. Again, go to the website, look at the resources for somebody to help you with the college application process. There is somebody that I really do trust wholeheartedly to help you with this, and it's very inexpensive, and they can really work with you to make sure that you get to the best school that you possibly can. And you should, you deserve to. You should go to the school that's the hardest for you to get into, but that allows you to go in, because that's the best fit for challenge. And challenge level to ability needs to be really close to each other to maximize the benefits that you get out of college. So does that make sense to everybody? Let me throw that in the Q&A here. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that makes sense. You want to be in the place that challenges you the most, but that you will succeed in. So it's up to you to get into the best college you could get into that would be a fit for you, that would accept you. So try hard to get into schools that are on the edge of like, wow, I might not be able to get in here, but then try to get in anyway. And if money is the issue, also apply to colleges that, you know, anyway, you'll talk to the college coach about your college list. I can get into it with you one-to-one if you want. You can't afford a big thing with a big company. And I could even forward information to them and just kind of get a couple favors pulled in for you. I'm here for that. Okay. So don't wait. Get that all done. That being said, if you did all of that and you are already going through the process, you sent everything in, why am I talking now about what you should do in terms of community? The reason why I'm talking about that now is because now, between now and August, is only about 9.5, 10 months. How long does it take to build strong relationships with a bunch of people? Oh, I don't know, more than a couple of months. I'm thinking about this in March and April. At that point, we're talking about ending well with the friends you've already been building relationships with. You might have a bunch of friends. You might have a good family, but you could always improve one or the other or both. So that's why I'm talking about it now, because now's the time. It's just the time. You know, don't steal either. Don't do drugs. Don't steal. If you're going to steal, steal a coffee mug and then throw it at Whiterun guards. Don't steal Skyrim, though. Play it. It's cheap, especially vanilla. It's cheap. And yeah, are there any more questions? Boop, boop. All right, guys. I am going to call it if there's no more questions. Otherwise, email me, Eric. I've shortened it, ERIC, at collegesuccesscoaching.com. I love that I can just have my first name. You don't need to know the last name in order to get a question answered, do you? Unless the question that you have is what's your last name, in which case you can email that question to Eric Allen at collegesuccesscoaching.com, and I will simply respond, LOL. All right. Have a good time, guys. I'll see you next week.